Okay. Now there's probably audio on YouTube. Yeah, I'm not paying really any attention to the chat messages in YouTube, although in this case it would have been good for me to do that. So I'm glad somebody's looking out for it. Um, so my apologies. No, I was thinking maybe I've got this recorded, but I don't. I like a lot of times I'll record it through OBS and then just have the file and just upload the file to YouTube. But I've just been really bad at getting them actually uploaded. So I thought, well, I'll just stream directly to YouTube. Um, but yeah, yeah, Discord is my like priority for this. That's where I'm doing it, and that's kind of, I mean, I think a lot of people would anyway. So unfortunately, at least today, YouTube ended up being a second class citizen. So my apologies for that. I'll try to not have that issue in the future. It's like it feel like it. What it did is it like used my default audio, which apparently has decided is nothing at all. And so I had to like specifically turn that on, and I've had to do that before, so I should have thought of it. But yeah, anyway, this is where we're at. You get audio only for the last 15 minutes, so sorry about that. All right. So we do have a few. Where did that go? We do have a few little things here that I want to clean up. These all look about right. I'd love to get the color integrated back in, and then this ingredient is obviously not. That part isn't right. So ingredient. It's like again, like we can do something. It's the same thing as we had down there, where we can say ingredient dot value, and then here, let's see, just want the potion dot exploring here. Let's see, value. So this will be a potion dot color. Okay, that's, I want that. So I think I'm going to potion dot color. So if I do, the way I've set this up is this color is an ANSI escape sequence. Oh, nope, it's not. Okay, this is what I need. Okay, so if I constant dot ANSI representation, there. This is, and we've talked about this in previous streams. I don't want to get into it too much, but like this is like stuff that not every console window supports, but a lot of them do. Most of them do. So it's like this escape thing that like you basically you embed commands directly to the console window in your like strings. And this is an entire command that says, so the slash E and the slash E is the escape slash E is the escape code for the escape sequence. And then it basically says there's a command coming. The square bracket, left bracket, and the M like are the beginning and the end. And then everything else in here is the specific command, which 38 is change the foreground color. 2 is like a specific color scheme, which is one that you specify RG and B as a 0 to 255 value. And so I've just included the RG and B there. Slash E is a new C# 13 feature, so it's only been around for a few months. You don't have that, you can always do slash U001B, I think, is the exact same thing. Or I think that is also the same thing, slash X1B, but with C# 13. Slash E is the easiest way to do it. Anyway, so that should get the right color, other than If that was null, then what I want to do is /e 38. Wait, was it 38 or was it 28? 38. 38 to, and I kind of want like a, if it's empty, I kind of want like a fairly dim color. So like, let's say 50, 50, 50. So kind of a dark gray. And then, yeah. Something like that. I do want to console.reset color. We're getting closer. These should also, that should definitely not be a right line. There's text there. I don't see it. Like everything else looks right except for one, I should maybe put this here. Well, see, now I don't know why I wasn't getting that fuel remaining in that ingredient. Maybe because I'm doing these. You know what? Maybe the best thing to do here is to do, let's about right line /e 48 is the reset the foreground color. And maybe, given how I've done this, maybe that nope. I might want to also close that out because once it remembers its state between runs. Okay. This at least feels like it's doing what I wanted. Okay. So what I want to do now is instead, what do you want to add now? I'm just gonna like prompt for like a command. And I am going to do so we're going to get input here, and then if input equals that, then we're going to just break. So we're going to upgrade our input, which instead of having like you just type in one of these things, we're going to, I mean, we will do that, but what we'll do is we'll have if input equals, so add fuel, then we will do potion stand dot add fuel, new blaze powder. So again, like this is coming out of nowhere. Like I'm just fabricating it. Which, like I said, theoretically it'd be like you like place this in the fuel slot. And so set ingredient, add ingredient. And this is where, like, if we do something like this, add ingredient that, then we can say potion stand dot ingredient dot try. I'm going to use the swap value so I don't have to worry about if there's already something in there. Try swap value, new sugar. And if input equals take potion 1, like these are hard, like these aren't great, but potion stand dot potions index 0 dot try take value. So that'll like remove it. And then so if input equals new potion 1, so again, like we can make this better, but potions at index 0 dot try swap value new potion type dot water. So that like resets just that one potion. And in theory, I put the else in front of all these, and then do else console.write line. I didn't understand input. So we got four very specific commands. And so if I say take potion 1, now potion 1 slot is empty. And if I say add fuel, okay, I guess I was expecting that fuel remaining to go up. It didn't, and that's okay. But new potion 1, now I have the water in there, and add ingredient sugar. Okay, like we're still like very limited in what we can do here. But we're making progress. I do want that to just be right. And so for whatever reason, add fuel didn't do any. Oh, okay. So put it in here. Oh, okay. So what I think we want to do here is something like this: public void brew. So what we'll do is we'll say if fuel remaining is 0, fuel dot remove at 0. So we'll remove 1, and then we'll just if fuel dot count is greater than 0. So if there's anything in there, we'll remove it. And then we'll say fuel dot, we don't need to modify fuel anymore. What we want to do is do fuel remaining plus equals, I think we said it was 20 uses. And like we could elaborate on that too, but I'm not going to right now. And so, but you know what I am going to do here is I'm going to do public I read only list of blaze powder fuel So you can't modify that, but now that that's there, I actually can come up here to this line I commented out and said I want that. I can actually something like that. Like again, I'm making a bunch of assumptions here. So fuel source blaze powder times 1, fuel remaining 0. So now I can do add fuel, and now I have 2 blaze powders. And then all I need to do down here is between these steps, we can say potion stand.brew, and that should so it removed the fuel source and it gave us the fuel. But so the only other piece that I want to do here really quick is, so basically if there wasn't fuel but there was stuff to pull in to use as fuel, we did it. If fuel remaining is 0, return. But otherwise what we want to do is ingredient dot try take value if ingredient is null, return. Otherwise we're going to cook it. So fuel remaining minus minus, and then for each potion in potions, so go through all the potions, potion.add ingredient. This apparently can be null. So if it is null, we just ignore it. And like that should do it. That like, so every time we get through the loop, we'll attempt to brew it. And so it's probably going to be useful to add nether wart here. So add ingredient sugar. Add ingredient. Let's see. Mundane. Why is it it's mundane? What I really want is to just initialize all these to water. Add ingredient nether wart. And that made all of them an awkward potion. Add ingredient sugar. And now they're all swiftness. Take potion one. New potion one. Add ingredient. So there, we've got like it looks like it's like up here we went from water to like it applied it to all of them. These were already like finished, so adding ingredients that didn't. In this case, it didn't mess it up. I'm not sure if that's how it works in Minecraft. Like I wonder if it messes it up. I do need to wrap this up, but I do think that like obviously we want all of these to work, and we want all of these ingredients to work. So like we could come down here and say like, let's see, we've already handled those two, but like what we want is the rest of this stuff. So if I make all of these look the same, then do else if input equals add, quote, add ingredient. That potion stand dot ingredient dot try swap value new oh man else I messed this up. I actually think it just about worked with that multi-line editing if I hadn't had a typo. There, fixed my typo. And in theory, that'll do it, right? Add ingredient, all those things. And I can reset my potions here and I can take those potions there. Let's run this again. So add ingredient nether wart. Add ingredient breeze rod. Take potion 1. Take potion 3. That didn't work because this needs to be that. Don't know that it'll rerun it here. And I think this is where we're going to end up stopping for now. But so add ingredient nether wart. And add ingredient phantom membrane. Slow falling. Take potion 2. Take potion. New potion 2. Take potion 3. New potion 3. Yeah, so I think this looks like it's working. I'll just like again, I'm gonna stop here. But I do think like obviously like people are probably screaming like all this is duplicate code. Like why couldn't we just do some sort of if statement and like handle this stuff? And the answer is yes, we could, and actually yes, we should. Like what we could do is say if it starts with take potion, then like go find these numbers and like validate them and apply it to the right potion. And same with these, like once we say add ingredient, like what are the ingredients that we've got? But it takes time to write code, and I am out of time. So either way, like yes, there's a lot of duplicate code here. No, I'm not thrilled with it. Like this still, it definitely deserves that attention that I haven't given it yet. Um, Maybe we'll continue this later because I think there are interesting things, but I also think we spent a lot of time on a thing that's just kind of a weird little quirk exploration of stuff. Um, and I feel like it's easy to imagine what you might do in these cases. So I don't want to spend forever on something that I think will feel relatively. I mean, I say that. Oh hey, I need two of those. Let's get that. Anyway, I won't like. I'm not suggesting that those steps are easy, but I think from a design perspective, I think it's easy to understand. You probably don't want all those lines that do that. Um, if you can do it better. But I think this is good enough for now. Definitely, we've made a lot of progress in the hour, and it's time to be done. So, I see the comment in. This is C Sharp, not Java. All right. So thanks for joining me. I like to do these every weekend. Like I said, I don't expect to keep doing this next time, but it might depend if people have questions on it or whatever. I think I'll pick a different project next week. And also, like always, no promises that it'll happen next week. This isn't an every weekend thing. It's a sometimes weekend thing. But I enjoy doing this, so hopefully it's useful for people. But thanks for your time, and I'll see you guys around.